welcome to Gemstone Tarot. This is your daily, no, it's your weekend tarot for the 23rd and the 24th of March 2019. Okay, what do we need to know in this crazy bobbins energy? What do we need to know? Radiant Rider-Waite. Radiant Rider-Waite. Nope, that doesn't quite feel like it. These cards feel kind of stingy at the moment. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they feel like they're going to kind of, you know, give up the goods. Ooh. I say that and then I draw the Four of Pentacles. The stingiest card. Minor Arcana Stinge. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oof. Okay. Some kind of, I want to say slight war of attrition, maybe a little bit mysterious game playing. Top of the shop here, we've got the Moon, Major Arcana in terms of borrowed light and mysteries. It's a Pisces energy, of course, Mercury kind of seeing out its final days in the retrograde. It does tend to kick the door on its way out, in my experience, but in a kind of Piscean way. Would a Piscean kick the door? They rule the feet, you know. Would they damage the tootsies? No, I don't think so. How does a Piscean kick the door? By telepathy, let's say. You know, it's more of a passive kind of, if the door needs to be kicked, someone will kick it. You know, it's not actually me, but I'll put the energy out there that that door will kind of get kicked. If it needs to happen, it will happen. It will happen in the right divine timing, okay? It's that kind of Piscean energy. There is a certain kind of, I suppose I'm going to call it passive aggression, even if I am one. Five of Swords. This person wins this battle not by fighting, but by hanging around the battlefield and picking up the swords of people who've lost the will to fight. I know, it's a kind of a war of attrition. It's an uneasy truce. It's a temporary energy. We've got the Five of Cups as well. Some things have been lost and some things remain, and I think we're kind of sifting through the cups, you know, the wheat, the chaff, seeing what's what, possibly. Alongside that, the Ace of Wands in reverse. Of course, this is a big, rocketing, passionate beginning, a big start to something. And when it goes into reverse, it doesn't feel that way. It kind of feels like the soggy firework. It's a bit of this and a bit of that. There's kind of energy in this, but it's energy that seems to be internalizing itself and imploding. So if this is a relationship, it is an uneasy standoff. If this is a situation at work, again, it's an uneasy standoff. There's plenty of jockeying for position going on both sides, and I don't think that anybody's saying it. Excuse me, losing my voice at the moment. I don't think anyone's coming out with it. In the middle of the reading, the Nine of Pentacles, the independent, strong, happy person who is minding their own pentacles, wearing the nice silky sort of arrangement. I don't know if that's like a smoking jacket. Does anyone wear a smoking jacket? A smoking dress? There is a bird of paradise. There are all things luxurious. There are grapes and, you know, all of the good stuff. There's also a little snail. Look, At the bottom right there. What's that all about? Well, I suppose actually, if you think about it, I mean, I kind of love snails. I wouldn't eat them. I know some people do. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying. I don't even really like picking them up because they're a bit, when you look underneath. But I do love them. I love the fact that they have their house on their back. They're like a camper van of animals or insects or whatever they are. They're neither animal nor insects. I don't know what they are. You will know what they are. Leave it in the comments section. But anyway, like the snail, this woman, and it can be a man or a woman, it's more female than it is male to me, the Nine of Pentacles, but that's just my thing, is carrying her own house on her back. And that is regardless of what is going on in this kind of canopy of jockeying and slight pettiness and the feeling that something is lost in the Five of Cups, and with the Ace of Wands in reverse, the feeling that something should have rocketed off to a good start but didn't. And then when I was saying that the cards feel stingy, the Four of Pentacles, that's when it's in the upright, it's stinginess. It can be financial stinginess or emotional stinginess. It is stinginess, okay? When it's in reverse, it's the emotional percolator. It's stuff coming out. This is the kind of... this is the... Oh, no, I can't say that. So bad. Okay. If emotions could be constipated, I'm going to try and be as, decent as I can. If emotions could be constipated, this is the bit before you've taken your emotional laxative, okay? It's all going to come out some way or another, just not yet. Even the Nine of Pentacles, although she is happy and proud, she's very self-contained, like the snail. She's flanked by the Five of Swords, which is the... passive-aggressive card, I suppose, and the Four of Swords on the other side, which is a truce or a peace or a time out. Up here, the Empress in reverse. This is Taurus. I don't know if it's something to do with Uranus going into Taurus or, it's Venus. Venus is in Aquarius at the moment and it's moving into Pisces soon, end of the month. But at the moment it's in Aquarius, and that card, the Five of Swords, the aspect for that is Venus in Aquarius, which is a somewhat detached energy for Venus to be in. It's like Venus all warm and fuzzy and velvety, and, these two cards have a similarity. That's a kind of a Venusy, Venusy energy. But it's just flanked on both sides by coldness. And it could just be as simple as that. Venus is in Aquarius and it's making people feel romantically detached and a bit strange. The moon can be summed up by a bit strange. I'm feeling a bit strange. Okay, let's have now, why on earth, I use these cards nearly every day. I use them in private readings. I use them in tarot readings, public readings. Why can I never ever remember her name? There must be something. When you were younger, before mobile phones, I know, how much does that age me? And I don't know if this is you, but I'm a bit like Sheldon off Big Bang Theory, and I do have, I think they call it an eidetic memory. I remember number combinations. I know I can't remember the date. I know. But things like phone numbers, I remember them for the rest of my life, most of them. There's always one or two that no matter what, I will never remember. And I know it when I first see the number. It kind of goes in like a shape or a pattern when you see it and you think, yeah, like a musical note. Ding! That one is done. And then this one, it never dings. Her name never dings. Colette Baron Reid. Wisdom of the Oracle. It's not the hardest thing to remember, but I just never do. Sometimes, not very often, that happens and they do drop into the ding. And once that happens, I do remember it forever, but yeah. course, now I knew you'd get that card. I knew it was that card. Not for you. There's a game of chess and there is a fortune cookie with nope written on it. Yeah. Let's have a Brian and Wendy Frood. You see, I'm getting not for you, but I'm also getting temporary, which I find confusing. But of course we have the moon in the reading, so I'm supposed to be confused. The blessing. Maybe it is a mixed blessing. Let's have a healing with the Angels Oracle card. It's interesting, isn't it? It's an interesting energy. And I think my readings this week certainly have been more than just daily and more than just the weekend. Ooh. None of them landed in the boot. Okay, it feels like that one. Support. Angelic support. Support here on earth, whatever you want to call it. And I think kind of the power of prayer. Prayer that isn't asking for anything too specific, because with the moon in the realm, we've got to admit we don't really even know quite what we want. But asking for support with getting there or bearing it or sifting in some way. Bearing seems like a better word to me, bearing with it, because this is a temporary energy. This too will pass, okay? So do subscribe to the channel and hit the wiggly bell if you haven't already. Share the video if you can, and also check out my playlist with pick a card readings, monthly readings, daily readings, random readings, all right? And I'll see you soon. Namaste.